So, Marvel Rivals has just been released to thunderous applause, seemingly from the gaming community, and it was a game that I was genuinely looking forward to. I had a quick look at the gameplay pre release and went, this looks like a fun Overwatch style experience that I really wanted to dive into because I used to really enjoy Overwatch back in the day when it first came out. And over time, I just kind of fell off with it completely. I kind of just stopped playing it, stopped playing the game, and it just lost me after basically patches and updates and balance changes kind of made the game feel worse to me. And I'm happy to report that I've been playing this for about 5 hours now, and I have been absolutely loving the game. Me and my friends were playing it last night for a good few hours, and the time just shot on by, it zoned on by, and it's honestly a really brilliant time. So, like I said, it is very much Overwatch but Marvel. The main difference is being that it has a more of a focus on like destructible environments, so things will actually break apart in the environment, so you can break pillars and stuff, which is really super cool. And it's also in third person rather than first person, which for some people may be annoying. For me, I quite like it because it gives you a bit more of a higher field of view in general, just by the sheer virtue of it being third person. And, you know, you're playing a Marvel game, you want to see the Marvel characters doing cool shit to each other. You know, I want to see Iron Fist pummeling the ever living heck out of a good boy Jeff the Shark, which, by the way, Jeff the Shark, first time seeing him in any kind of thing. Alright, he's an adorable boy, alright? I want there to be Jeff the Shark plushies. I will buy the heck out of a Jeff the Shark plushies, I'm telling you that much. But honestly, it's just been a really, really fun, chaotic, and absolutely nutty experience so far. And in terms of the balance, like I said, it reminds me of early Overwatch before they patched the fun out of it. It is seemingly kind of crazy though, because some of the characters, actually, basically every character in this game is overpowered in some way, shape, or form, which means no matter which character you can play as, you're probably generally going to have a good time for the most part. And basically every character is viable in some way, shape, or form. And there's enough choices in the roster. Like, there's a ridiculous amount of characters in this roster to choose from. So if one character doesn't suit your playstyle, there's going to be a couple of others that will. For example, Star-Lord, right? I love Star-Lord in this game. He's a nippy little fuck, and he's brilliant. He's great fun to play, great fun to bounce about and just shoot things with, and I've been enjoying it. In fact, it's only like maybe a handful of characters I've tried so far that I'm not vibing with. Thor is one of them. I'm not really vibing with Thor's kind of like cool ability system where you need to store up power and then use the power in certain ways. It feels kind of awkward to use. And Spider-Man as well, in particular, is a character that I am shocked that they made him so difficult to play. And that's not even a mock against the character, because Spider-Man, in the right hands, that character is lethal. He's just got a learning curve, which is kind of absolutely nutty. In fact, if you find a good Spider-Man player on the enemy team, you're going to be really hard pressed, because, my god, it's really hard to counter a good Spider-Man player. But honestly, this whole game has just been an absolute delight, and I'm actually quite shocked that it's, you know, a free-to-play game with just how it really controls, how it runs, how it looks. Everything about the game is just beautiful. Like, it's so stylish and so fun. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, time just sort of zips on by when you're playing it, and it's just honestly been a fantastic time all around, and it's just oozing with charm. And it goes to show just how much of, you know, how good Overwatch can be in the right hands, because again, Overwatch started off good, kind of fell off. This game now seems to have taken that kind of style of game that Overwatch was trying to be originally and is rolling with it in its own direction, and I am all in for it, because, you know, assuming that they don't ruin the game with updates and patches, I think I'm gonna be loving this for a long, long, long time. At least I hope so, anyway. Like, I can see some characters getting some nerfs and some characters getting buffs and stuff, but that's the nature of the beast. Like, right now, if you play as Iron Fist, for example, and you activate, the counter stance ability, if you have the right person in front of you when you're using their ability, they're dead. Like, if say, I don't know, say you got someone like Star-Lord directly in front of me and I'm playing as Iron Fist and I activate that ability and I pummel him, that's it, he's done. There's nothing you can do. So there is a lot of weirdness with the balance, but I don't know, it kind of balances itself out in a lot of ways because like some characters feel overpowered against others, but every single character is overpowered in some sort of way, which is kind of perfect really for a Marvel game because you think of Marvel, what do you think of? Superpowers, over the top superheroes, over the top supervillains, like playing as Hela, for instance. She is an absolute psychopath to play as. Like, she does so much damage, it's ludicrous. And then playing as the Punisher, you get to set up your like mini turret, and you can just melt people's health. Then you activate your ultimate. Oh, it's such a power rush when you activate your ultimate as the Punisher. Because I activated that, Venom was standing right in front of me, I used it against him, he just fucking melted, and it was great. Genuinely, this game's just been an absolute delight, and if you guys haven't tried it out, give it a try. It's free to play on Steam, I think it's also available on the consoles, and I'm loving the game. And I can't wait to get to play a lot more of it. That's mainly it, really. Marvel Rivals. Fantastic time. It melts the hours away, and if you want to play as your favorite Marvel superheroes and or supervillains, lay some damage out and do some crazy stuff, well, you can. In fact, you can also have like really cool team synergies. So if one character is Spider-Man and you have a Squirrel Girl on your team, for instance, you can actually combine the abilities. So Squirrel Girl can then shoot out like this webbed attack, and there's all sorts of like different team compositions and build-ups you can make. It's really cool, and an absolute delight. So yeah, I love the game so far, and I'm looking forward to be playing more of it. In fact, I will be playing it probably after I'm done recording this video, to be honest. Like, it's got me hooked. It's got its grips on me, son. But with that, I shall bid you guys adieu. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Try out the game if you're curious. And don't be sheepish, and I shall catch you all again. Bye!